I'm Miss Nalin, yeah. Is there anything I could help you with?
Hi, Miss Nalin. I feel like talking to somebody.
Oh, well, I think you came to the right place. Firstly, make yourself comfortable first, yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Um, your name is Miss Maria and I'm perempuan support, am I right?
Yes, I am.
How would you want me to address you, Miss?
Call me Miss Maria, please.
Alright, I will address you as Miss Maria throughout the session, yeah. So Miss Maria, before proceeding any further, I believe I should inform you about the structure or the basic rule that apply in this counselor-client relationship for today, yeah. So for the starters, this session will last approximately 20 to 30 minutes. Secondly, as your counselor, I will listen to everything you will say without any bias and prejudice. And I will ask you a question from time to time to ensure that I'm following your story correctly. Next, you will be my client. So, therefore, do feel free to disclose whatever you feel and believe that is necessary. Finally, please be certain that everything you tell me will remain private and confidential. However, if you convince me during the session that you are harming or planning to injure or harm yourself or others, I will take whatever step that is necessary in order to protect you and others from danger. This would be including filing report with the appropriate authorities. Is that okay with you?
Yes, I'm alright with that.
Alright, tell me whenever you feel ready, yeah?
Really sorry if the internet connections happens to lag once in a while.
Oh, no worries, Miss Maria. Let us try our best with the situation we have, yeah? Um, so how may I help you, Miss Maria? Is there any perhaps a specific reason for our session today?
Yes, I currently having a hard time feeling motivated when it comes to participating in my group project.
Oh, oh dear. I'm really sorry to hear that. Can you elaborate a little bit more about what had happened?
Yes, I'm currently facing a situation where I was appointed as a group leader for my pharmacy practice 3 course, but it is just so hard for me to lead as a group leader. So I end up always reluctant and procrastinating when coming to the project time.
And may I know the reason behind this occurrence?
I think one of the reasons that resulting me being unmotivated is probably because the job was forcefully appointed to me. Even though I tried to refuse it at first, which I eventually accept the position considering the major pressure designated on me during the discussion.
Oh, it sounds like you are feeling very upset about the situation.
Yes, because my group members do not consider it and respect my decision at all.
Mm, they are not respecting your decision. Would you care to elaborate a little bit more about the situation?
Yes, I felt like they were not respecting my decision when I tried to refuse this job at first. This incident turns badly since one of the group members somehow got all the group members' CGPA and decided to appoint a member with the highest CGPA to be a leader of the group project without having a proper discussion first, which is not fair in my perspective.
I see. It was understandably for you to feel that the incident isn't fair, considering that you are unable to refuse the position at that time.
Yeah, I feel that it isn't fair for me to be chosen as the group leader while having no say in the decision at all. First of all, I felt it was a bad decision to choose the leader of the group based on the CGPA alone. Based on my opinion, I felt that having a high CGPA does not reflect any leadership quality of that person own. For example, I myself is not really a problem solver and quite bad at communication too. These two qualities are one of the traits that are common and essential in a leadership position in my opinion. And moreover, I felt like it would be better if the leader of the group was heavily contemplate based on the voluntarism instead.
Hmm. And may I know why you think opting towards voluntarism is while choosing a leader is a better solution?
This is because the group member who volunteers is more likely to evaluate and contemplate more deeply about the position.
Hmm. What do you mean by contemplating more deeply about the position? Yeah.
The particular member would probably have contemplated more deeply in various aspects before accepting the position. She or he would have contemplated based on the pros and cons of the position and has considered about the heavy workload that comes along with the position. They would only volunteer themselves when they think thoroughly that they could handle everything from the step back to the gains that come with that position.
Mm. So you are saying it would be better if one of the group members volunteered instead. Did I understand you correctly?
Yes,
I see. Have you perhaps tried to provide opinion again about the decision afterwards?
I don't even try it because I felt that it isn't worth it.
May I know why you feel like mentioning about your opinion isn't worth trying?
I felt that I had created a quite a big scene already when I first refused the position. I'm afraid that all the group members would think I'm the bad guy in this scenario, even though I'm the one who is being forced here. I just really dislike it as one of the group members really disregard my decision when I first refused the position.
Wouldn't you think that the situation would have turned out differently if you would have stayed firm and strongly stick to your refusal?
Yes, I had realized that the situation could potentially change if I had stayed strongly stuck to my refusal on that day.
Mm, I see that you wish that the situation could have turned out differently. So, what are you going to do with your current situation here?
I actually tried to face the responsibilities as the leader, but I currently felt that I'm carrying much more workload when compared to others members. I also constantly felt that some of the members had taken me for granted.
They have taken you for granted? How do you come to that conclusion?
The group members seems to take me for granted for all my contribution to the group project. From me asking all the questions to the lecturer to only me fixing some of the work by myself. I felt that one of the group members in particular are also reluctant to follow my lead and do not cooperate with me at all during the discussion time.
I see.
And actually, each of the members has responsibility for a different module of the project. But however, when it comes to group work such as constructing the diagram and stuff, they are all reluctant to follow my lead and provide their contribution, but instead expecting for me to either do it by myself or try to divide and assign it to a specific group member.
Mm. So you tried to solve the situation by dividing and assigning work to each group member instead of doing it by yourself. Am I right?
Yes, you got it right.
Um, I see. Um, how do you feel about opting to that solution?
I feel like it is a strategic move, but even then, I seriously don't like the tension when dividing the group work.
I see. Hmm, do you still felt like you're carrying more workload when compared to other members?
Yes, I still feel that it isn't fair since I do most of the confronting and asking the lecture, while other members does not have the initiative to do so at all.
Mm, I see. Um, however, would you say you got any advantages when come to this situation?
Yes, most of the time I do see the situation in a positive light. I felt that this situation had taught me to lead and know much more about the learning material than before, considering that I need to understand the problem properly and prepare my question well before confronting the lecturer.
Mm. Let's see if I understand you correctly. You came to the realization that the situation could have been seen from a positive perspective too. Would you say that you felt that the cooperation from your group member could have been done better?
Yes, I felt that the group members should willingly receive their designated tasks and shouldn't be annoyed and expected to do the least task.
What do you mean by annoyed?
One of the group members in particular seems to express feelings of displeasing whenever I tried to divide the task. That particular member would rarely participate in our group discussion, and when they do, they would not provide any idea or suggestion at all to the discussion. I have no idea what I could have done for them to be like that.
Mm, what do you think, Miss Maria?
I have no idea at all.
Um, how about take your time and think more carefully about the situation?
Is it perhaps because of the way I divide and deliver the task?
What do you mean by that? Do you care to explain a bit further?
Most of the time, I would try to do the discussion only through WhatsApp group message as I felt more comfortable that way. But I have not yet once tried to do a discussion through a Google Meet or face to face.
So what do you think, Miss Maria?
I mean, I mean, we would get a live or virtual interaction while doing the discussion through an online platform like Google Meet when compared to mere WhatsApp group chat interaction.
Would you say that the lack of participation in the previous discussion is stem from the lack of understanding your group members have towards the project materials?
What do you mean?
What do you think I meant, Miss Maria?
Are you implying that my group members might not understand the material well and could not express their thought well through group chatting, so they choose to not voice it out instead? Is this the reason why there is a lack of participation during the discussion?
What do you think, Miss Maria?
Actually, you have a point there.
Now that you found out the source of the issues, what changes do you think you would bring to solve the issues?
I think I should try opting for an online platform like Google Meet instead of using WhatsApp group chat for group discussion after this. This is to ensure that I could get direct feedback from the members and give everyone the opportunity to ask whenever they feel the need to. This would also be a better way for me to connect with my other group members.
Well, that would be a great start, Miss Maria. Okay, let us come back to where your group members have taken you for granted. When do you realize this, Miss Maria?
A few days ago, at the end of our discussion, I noticed that we all are yet to have a great understanding of the project. So I decided to take the initiative to meet our lecturers and ask her myself. So I informed about the plans towards the group members and asked the group members to hand me questions they had on the project so I could ask on their behalf. But they keep delaying and delaying the task. So I eventually just went there and asked my very own questions. To be honest, I quite despise having to remind someone about their own responsibilities.
You don't like to remind others about their responsibilities?
Yes.
Um, well, sometimes people tend to not be understanding about our situation. One of the best way to involve them with the workload is by putting them in our shoes. Um, how about give them the chances to understand us by making them going through our circumstances? Maybe this could be done by like involving them during confronting the lectures and many more. What do you think, Miss Maria?
I haven't thought of that before. Maybe I really should have involved all the group members with every nook and cranny of the group project. Besides, this would make them realize about the importance of the project towards me.
That would be a great progress, Miss Maria. Okay, let us go back to the situation where your group member who is unwillingly to follow your lead. Have you perhaps ever tried to confront that particular group member about the situation?
I have not yet tried to confront them about the situation.
Do you perhaps think that showing effort and empathy to understand their situation would be a great solution?
Yeah, you are right. I shouldn't have judged my group members considering that I didn't know the situation of their life. So you want me to confront them instead?
Do you perhaps for the task?
I mean, I got nothing to lose, so why not try it and see if the situations get better? Besides, I think it would be a great opportunity for us to bond with each other and catch up on the work they have been missing as well.
That would be a great solution, Miss Maria.
However, I'm still unmotivated to make all these changes.
Why are you saying that, Miss Maria? You have just previously agreed to overcome your issues. Why are you changing your mind now? It looked like you were thinking. Would you mind sharing your thought with me?
I just don't understand why I'm the only one who has concern and trying this hard for the group project to work.
I see that you are trying so hard to make the group project work and are reluctant to give up. Wouldn't you say this quality is essential for being a leader?
True.
There are no reason for you to doubt your leadership abilities, Miss Maria. I can see that you are actually trying your best here to be a responsible leader.
Yeah, you are right. I should stop doubting my abilities and just try my best with the group project.
I hope you could keep your spirit high like this, Miss Maria. Alright, now let us summarize our today's session together, yeah? Earlier in the day, you came to visit me because of your unmotivated feeling towards finishing your group project. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
So after the previous session and our progress so far, we have discovered and come to the realization that all the issues could have been solved with a strong practicing of affirmation and standing strong to our words. Having a good communication as well as having empathy and understanding towards each other. Well, I believe that we have made some good progress so far, yeah, Miss Maria. Thank you so much for the great counseling session, Miss Maria. I am looking forward to your amazing progress in the near future.
Thank you for having me too.
Alright, let us end the session here, yeah?
Alright, goodbye.
Goodbye.